Welcome back to our video series on our created kits. I am going to show you how to create the burlap kit in today's episode. So I'm going to talk you through the different materials that you have in your kits, and then I will actually create one so you can see what that might look like. This kit by far is going to be the most open and the most creative because you guys can really do whatever you want on the burlap wall hanging. And the example that I showed, it did have our initial for GRAW, and I had done a circle and some little flowers on it. I actually made that in a textiles class for one of our within our textiles class a while back, and had the instruction of Michaela, who's wonderful. But that is just one example of what you could do. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. So in your kits, everyone will have a burlap runner. It's about we folded it over to make the loop at the top. So it's about 2 feet long, but after that it's probably about 20 inches. And you might notice at the bottom it's a little bit kind of rough or jagged. You're actually going to cut that part, so don't worry about it too much because you'll get to shape it. You can do a straight line, you can do kind of like a triangular pattern or scalloped, whatever you'd like, but you can change that up at the end. So in addition to the burlap, you will also have your dowel rod that you will slide through so that it hangs. You will have a piece of yarn as well to attach to your dowel rod, as well as a small paint strip and a paint brush. So what I like to do is, you might hear my kids throughout the video, they're building forts and listening to Moana, but they may also pop in for some appearances. What I did before deciding what to create was I looked on Pinterest for some different ideas. I knew I didn't want to do an initial, a monogram, because I already have one like that. So I spent a little bit of time and just looked at burlap signs on Pinterest and just signs in general. There are a lot of different things that you can do. I'm trying to see if it'll open so you guys can see what I'm thinking about doing. Maybe not. Maybe it won't cooperate with me. So I was thinking about doing something kind of like this. That it says hello summer. It's gonna be backward for you, but something really basic. And there are a couple different ways. You can just go ahead, and I like to look at a reference while I'm doing this, but you don't have to. You can do it from memory, or you can just be creative and come up with it on your mind. You can just use your paints, or if you have Sharpies around the house, a Sharpie is going to be a great way to kind of outline the shape that you might want to follow, and then you can fill it in with the acrylic paint. I don't want to get out with Sharpies, so I'm just going to see how well I can do it by free painting. So I'm going to go ahead and get into that. I am going to tilt the camera down, move it back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing as I work. And I am going to look at, if this is where I'm going to put my dowel rod, where do I really want my art to be? I know that here at the bottom I'm going to trim that up, so I want something kind of centered. I'm going to assume I'll cut off the bottom, so something kind of centered from there. It's going to be up to you guys how you want that to look. So I'm going to aim for this general area for my painting. One thing I didn't mention on these dowel rods, they are unfinished, so most of it's going to be hidden within that burlap, within the kind of loop at the top. But if you wanted, you could easily paint this. You could color it, you could use markers, kind of whatever you want. There will only be about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch showing on the ends. In case you do want to put that effort into it, just want to let you know most of it will be hidden, but I can totally understand some of them might have a little bit of this kind of red marking from Home Depot. So feel free to paint this as well so that it coordinates really well with your piece. All right, let's get started. my wall art, my burlap all painted, I am going to insert my dowel rod and show you kind of how that's done. Super easy, I'm sure you guys understand. You just find this little loop on the end and squeeze it down a little bit, and then slide your dowel rod through, and you want it to kind of be even on both sides, just like so. And I'm also going to tie on my yarn. So I am just gonna knot this, probably double knot it on both ends of my dowel rod. If you want it to be really secure and not come off, you might hit it with some glue, some hot glue, something like that to make it really stable, but I'm not too worried about that. So I'm just gonna tie this on here really quickly. Please don't open my paints, William. You will see that I did in the little time-lapse video of me painting, I did mix up a little bit of orange. We don't have orange in our paint sets. We do have another little video, it's probably maybe 5 minutes long, a little bit about color mixing. So if you have any questions about that, you can always watch the video, and you can also reach out to me. I'm happy to give tips or tricks on how to mix up some different colors. Okay, I almost have this knotted. And there we go. I'm gonna make sure I slide them to about the same spot. Tuck it behind a little bit. And here's my yarn. And here is my finished sign. It is folded a little bit, but that's gonna kind of shake out with time. So the last thing that I want to do is trim up the bottom. I'm trying to think, I have this fun kind of sunburst that I added. Probably should have given it a little bit of breathing room between hello and my sun rays, but that's okay. I think I'm just gonna try to do a straight line across the bottom if I can actually cut it straight, and then we will see what the actual finished product looks like. Give me 1 second. Gotta get scissors, William. Okay, so what I would recommend doing is, if you want to have a pattern look on the bottom of your burlap, is you might try to draw it out with like a pencil or a marker, knowing that you're going to cut kind of on the inside so you don't see any of that color. A scalloped look would be kind of fun. So I'm wondering, I'll try it. I haven't stenciled it out, so it may not go very well. But I'm going to show you kind of here at the bottom what that could look like, and then you guys, I will actually cut straight across because that's really what I want it to look like. But I want you to see some of the options. So on the bottom, some people might want to do the kind of traditional banner where you cut to the middle, and hopefully in a much straighter fashion than I'm doing, from both sides. And then you're gonna just get this nice angled banner look. I didn't get mine quite right. And if you use like a ruler, you can be really specific and make it look really nice. So there you can see, you can do more of like a traditional banner with the 2 pointy edges. You could also do more of a scalloped look, so that's going to be like a wavy kind of look to things. So I'm going to attempt that without any guides. So it's probably not going to be too cute. It also kind of looks like the bottom of a cartoon ghost is another way of thinking about it. That might be kind of fun. Or I've seen cute little, like little pretend farmers market shops or pretend lemonade stands might have a scalloped look on their awning. Yeah, this is definitely not going to be great, but it will give you guys a good example, at least for reference, so you can see some of the different styles. have something like this. And that's just freehanding it. I would recommend using a ruler and kind of spacing it out correctly so that you know what it's gonna look like. And I'm actually just gonna go straight across, or as straight across as I can get it without using a ruler. Okay, not perfect, but it looks nice. So, there you have it. This is my finished burlap creative kit. All right. I hope you guys enjoy creating your burlap wall hanging. This is something that always looks really great on the front door. They're really cute, easy to hang, take down, throw with all of your other kind of decorative items that might be seasonal. You can also put it up in a bedroom. You can put it anywhere, like anywhere, right? Anywhere that you want it, it can go there. I think it would be really fun to put in a bedroom as well, especially if your kiddos make it something really kind of unique and personal to them. So, happy creating. I can't wait to see what you guys finish. If you do end up posting them on Instagram or Facebook, please mention us or tag us. We would love to see what you guys are creating. We'll see you soon.